Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
To throw is Wentz, and this will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
44, Mike, 44. Stop your whining.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he fires one incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try to get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run here with Jason Huntley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
The tackle made
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Now Sanders. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch tight end. Everyone, you got 4 down. 52's the mic, boys, 52. Come in our work. We want it. Come on. Come on. Check 4.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Daryl Patterson on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Philadelphia. Miles Sanders doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves 1 play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
You always worry about the plant from the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10-10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Darnold, he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and he's giving me the evil eye, folks. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check fast. Joker. Kill. Hey, 152. I got it.
Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing the drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 77 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now wins. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
He was brought down by Earl Thomas. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
23, Raiders 7.
Let's go one more. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brought down at the 40.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike, check, 59. Wow.
Now wins. Left side here to Sanders. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Huntley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Watch the whip. Kill.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Big stop, let's go. You can choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch the play.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
51 to mine. 51 to mine. Too low,
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Raider ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Squeeze, double. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift, watch the shift.
Darnold from the gun. He'll look downfield for Waller. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Darnold.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
52, 52. Let's go. Check.
Here's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not the trend he wanted. To start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the 50, it's Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
42 is the mic, boy. 42. 42 is the mic.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken right around the 44. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
The Eagles' 45-yard line.
We go Saints. Check nickel.
Play action. It's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. Hey, we heavy on the edges,
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike is 59.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Being chased out left. He'll run it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Jake Elliott now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Eagles 30, Raiders 7.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
On the deep ball. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Don't say no. Mike, check, 59. All day, brother. Rush in.
A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Cut. Mike 59. All day, every day, any day.
Darnold on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. No chance.
Darnold down to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Hey, son. Danny. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Right here. Got double tight. 4 down. Chalene. Mike 51.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. Rolling to his right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I'm coming after you. Mike, check. 59. Here we go, G. Get that.
Now Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Mike 59. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, son. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Touchdown, defense. No, Mike 52, Mike 52. Delaney. 52's the mic. Ready, set. 52's the mic. Yeah,
another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Elliott on for the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Eagles 43, Raiders 7. To kick off for Philadelphia.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The throw complete here to Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch. We're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. We got three. Three down.
On first down, Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. With that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Let's get that ball right here. Hey, Mike 52. I got you, pop.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Great 15. 74.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Mike 5-2. Let's put him on 5-7. Let's put that team on the Bucks. Where's the
Shotgun now for Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Mike's 59. Hey, Warrior 17. D, let's get off the field, D. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Kill.
They'll run with Sanders. Down right around the 25.
Sanders,
Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's see what you got. Watch that. Check 3. Check. Go.
Wentz going to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch the
They'll run on 1st down. Huntley, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jason Huntley, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Eagles are pouring it on. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Check, 59. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Darnold from the gun. Flushed out right. Reception here by Ruggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Lady. Mike, check. 59.
Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
59 Mike. Check. 59. You gonna get this, boy? You lady. You think you gonna get this? 25. Check 25.
Darnold to throw again. Darnold, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Share. Watch the ship. Hey.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Shift. Lady. Mike, check. 59. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
On second down, Darnold. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Henry.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Darnold. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Go, Sainz. Like 5'9". Strip the ball. Hey, 80. Strip that ball. 59's Mike. Check. 59. He runs. Back.
Darnold from the red zone now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Watch the pass.
To throw again on second down. Darnold, that's complete right around the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to get... is back to within at least some measure here of respectability. Carlson now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Eagles 50, Raiders 14. Daniel Carlson to kick.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Army, 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 Army.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down now, Huntley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
You gotta be ready. Don't be scared of it. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down. 18 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Yeah, they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hatchet. Deuce.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
5-2 is the mic.
from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. From the end zone, here's Darnold. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
To Darren Waller.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike, check. 59. Here we go.
Darnold now to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Darnold's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Mike 5'9". I'm coming up. Red 80. After you. I'm coming after you. 59.
To the air again, Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check. Lucky.
They go with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted. Because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, check. 59. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now it's Darnold. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
A gain of 12.
Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas 1st.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong lady. Check.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Lights 59. Cover. 49. Check
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Raiders.
On first down, it's Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Mike spoke bold. Wants to run. They're running it. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Here we go, D. Anxious,